know that I'm Chanelle Wire, about to be Chanelle Testament. I'm sorry, sweet mama, that you weren't allowed to wear white this weekend. Hopefully forgive me. So first I want to say thank you to Mrs. Kelly and PJ. The rehearsal dinner was amazing. I mean, and thank you for all your help that you've done with everything wedding-wise. I also want to thank my mum for all of her help. It was really fun getting to share all the memories that we did. We picked the venue for tomorrow, so that was super fun. Also thank you Dad and Jill for just everything for the wedding, but also travelling all the way here. And thank you everyone for travelling. Obviously, we feel super special, super grateful that everybody's here. We don't get a lot of opportunities to spend with everyone and together, so it really does mean a lot to us. So when it comes to my parents, I'm super grateful, not just for what they've done wedding-wise, but for teaching us how to blend our cultures. As there's like an amazing man, I wouldn't have met you otherwise. Also for the ability to talk openly, honestly, and with unconditional love. Me and Tana grew up in two completely different worlds, and I'm extremely grateful that I get to not only learn from my parents, but also now Testaments. As most of you know, Tana and I are extremely competitive people, as everyone's kind of mentioned today. so much so that we always have to be on the same team. We absolutely can never be on the opposing team. But truthfully, there's no one I'd rather have on my team. I used to think that winning was the only option, but what I've come to realize is that it's not so much about winning or losing, but if I'm winning, it's because I have you by my side. Cheers. Cheers. And if I'm losing, I know I'll be okay as long as you're there with me. And I will always be there with you too. Even in a revelation. Sorry. Although one thing I do love competing with you about is who loves you more. And Tana always says, I love you to the moon and back, which I reply, well, I love you to all the moons and back. We always compete over who loves you more, over and over, and he says, he loves me more because he's bigger, therefore he has more love to give. Whereas I say, he is bigger, therefore I must love him more because there's more of him to love. But luckily enough, after tomorrow, when I become his wife, I will finally win that competition because the wife is always wrong. As some of you may have experienced with me or my family, as O'Dwyer, my feisty Irish side sometimes comes out. Because of this, my siblings have given me the nickname Red Mist, which my sister already exposed me. Because of this, my sister used to tell me that whoever I ended up marrying would have to be very, very, very strong man. Somehow I got blessed enough that I have found him. He is more than just strong. He is my rock, my best friend, the pillar in our household. He is always patient, one of the things that I love the most about him. Supportive, graceful, and sexy. Just to name a few. And not only is he amazing to me, but to my family as well. My siblings and my parents are my best friends, so the fact that Tana has created such great relationships with all of them, without me even having to ask, just confirms that he is my dream. And talking of my dream man, Tana is also my dad's dream man. So true. Growing up, he always used to say to me and my sister that he wanted us to marry professional footballers. So after tomorrow, I should officially be my dad's favourite child. Sorry that I've talked a little bit much, but not as much as BJ, so that's okay. Honestly, there are not enough words to explain how special I think Hannah is and how much I love him. I know I will try for the rest of my life to find all the words to tell him, and I will show you every day to make sure you know. I've done a lot of things in my life. I've played netball and world championships, travelled, became a doctor, coached hundreds of athletes. But I know of all things I've done, my favourite will be being you. I love you.